When you hear the name Shaquille O'Neal, one word comes to mind: dominant. Standing at 7 feet 1 inch and weighing over 300 pounds, Shaq was a physical marvel, a generational talent whose impact on the court was as massive as his towering frame. But Shaq was more than just an unstoppable force in the paint. He was a charismatic entertainer, a cultural icon, and a champion who cemented his place among the all-time greats. This is the story of Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant force in NBA history. Shaquille Rashawn O'Neal was born on March 6, 1972, in Newark, New Jersey, a city known for its grit and resilience, qualities that would define Shaq's personality and playing style. His upbringing wasn't without its challenges. Raised by his mother, Lucille O'Neal, and stepfather, Philip Harrison, a military man, Shaq learned discipline and perseverance from an early age. Harrison's military career took the family to bases around the world, from Germany to Texas, exposing young Shaq to diverse cultures and experiences. It was during his teenage years in San Antonio, Texas, that Shaq began to make a name for himself on the basketball court. At Robert G. Cole High School, he led his team to a 68-1 record over 2 seasons and a state championship. His size and athleticism were unmatched, and he quickly became one of the most sought-after recruits in the country. Growing up, Shaq wasn't just defined by basketball. He was a natural leader, often inspiring his peers with his humor and charisma. Off the court, he found joy in music, a passion that would later intertwine with his professional career. As he honed his basketball skills, Shaq began to dream not only of athletic success but of making an impact that extended far beyond the hardwood. Shaq chose to play college basketball at Louisiana State University, LSU, under head coach Dale Brown. From the moment he stepped on the court, he was a game-changer. Over 3 seasons, Shaq averaged 21.6 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 4.6 blocks per game, earning 2 SEC Player of the Year awards and the prestigious Adolph Rupp Trophy. His time at LSU was defined by jaw-dropping performances, including a game where he recorded 17 blocks. Shaq's blend of power, agility, and basketball IQ was unheard of for a player of his size. By the time he declared for the 1992 NBA Draft, he was already considered a generational talent, destined to change the game. Off the court, Shaq was a larger-than-life presence, already displaying the humor and charisma that would make him a fan favorite. His leadership on campus and his connection to fans began to set him apart from other athletes. He embraced the spotlight with a maturity that belied his age, foreshadowing the cultural icon he would become. In the 1992 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic selected Shaq as the first overall pick. From the moment he set foot in the league, it was clear he was something special. In his rookie season, Shaq averaged 23.4 points, 13.9 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks per game, earning Rookie of the Year honors. His combination of size, speed, and athleticism was unlike anything the NBA had ever seen. Shaq wasn't just a player, he was an event. Fans flocked to see him shatter backboards with thunderous dunks and dominate opponents with sheer physicality. In 1993, he became the first rookie since Michael Jordan to be voted an All-Star starter, a testament to his immediate impact on the league. Shaq's influence wasn't limited to his on-court performance. He quickly became one of the most marketable players in the NBA, starring in commercials and appearing in music videos. His charisma was magnetic, and he used his platform to connect with fans worldwide. The NBA had seen stars before, but Shaq's combination of dominance and personality was unprecedented. Shaq's time in Orlando marked the beginning of his dominance. Paired with talented young players like Penny Hardaway, Shaq led the Magic to their first playoff appearance in 1994. The following year, the Magic made it all the way to the NBA Finals, where they faced the Houston Rockets. Though they were swept, the series showcased Shaq's potential as the centerpiece of a championship team. Despite his success, Shaq's time in Orlando was short-lived. In 1996, after 4 seasons with the Magic, he became a free agent. The Los Angeles Lakers offered him a 7-year, $121 million contract, and Shaq made the move to Hollywood. It was a decision that would define his career. During his final years in Orlando, Shaq began to expand his off-court venture. He released a rap album, starred in his first movie, and even explored philanthropic endeavors. These experiences solidified his status as not just a basketball player, but a cultural phenomenon. Shaq's arrival in Los Angeles marked the beginning of one of the most dominant eras in NBA history. Teaming up with a young Kobe Bryant, Shaq led the Lakers to 3 consecutive championships from 2000 to 2002. During that stretch, he was virtually unstoppable, earning 3 Finals MVP awards and cementing his legacy as one of the greatest big men in the history of the game. The 2000 season was arguably Shaq's peak. He averaged 29.7 points, 13.6 rebounds, and 3.0 blocks per game, winning the league MVP award. In the playoffs, he was even more dominant, culminating in a finals performance against the Indiana Pacers where he averaged 38 points and 16.7 rebounds per game. No one in the league had an answer for Shaq, whose combination of power, footwork, and skill made him a nightmare for defenders. The Lakers' three-peat was not without challenges. The relationship between Shaq and Kobe was often tense, with both players vying for the spotlight. Despite their differences, their partnership was undeniably effective, with Shaq serving as the unstoppable force in the paint and Kobe emerging as a clutch scorer and dynamic playmaker. Beyond the championships, Shaq's time in Los Angeles elevated his celebrity to new heights. He starred in blockbuster commercials, appeared on talk shows, and furthered his music and film career. Hollywood was a fitting stage for Shaq's larger-than-life persona, and he thrived both on and off the court. After the Lakers fell short in the 2004 NBA Finals, Shaq was traded to the Miami Heat. Many questioned whether he could replicate his success in a new setting. Shaq answered those doubts emphatically. Teaming up with a young Dwayne Wade, he led the Heat to their first NBA championship in 2006. Though Wade was the Finals MVP, Shaq's presence was instrumental in the team's success. His ability to command double teams opened up opportunities for his teammates, and his leadership provided a stabilizing force for a team hungry for a title. Shaq's time in Miami was also marked by a renewed focus on his philanthropic effort. He became deeply involved in community initiatives, using his platform to support local youth programs and disaster relief efforts. His impact off the court was as significant as his dominance on it, solidifying his legacy as a player who gave back. As Shaq entered the later stages of his career, his dominance began to wane. Injuries and age took their toll, but he remained a valuable contributor for teams like the Phoenix Suns, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Boston Celtics. Even in his twilight years, Shaq's larger-than-life personality and basketball IQ made him a fan favorite. In 2011, after 19 seasons in the NBA, Shaq announced his retirement. He left the game with 4 championships, 15 All-Star selections, and countless memories of his unparalleled dominance. Shaq's influence extends far beyond basketball. His charisma and humor made him a natural fit for entertainment, leading to roles in movies, music, and television. From his rap albums to his starring role in the cult classic Kazam, Shaq's larger-than-life persona made him a household name. As a businessman, Shaq has been equally successful, building a vast portfolio that includes investments in technology, real estate, and franchises. He's also a beloved NBA analyst on TNT's Inside the NBA, where his banter with Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith has become must-watch television. Shaq's philanthropic efforts also deserve recognition. He has consistently used his wealth and influence to give back, funding scholarships, supporting charities, and even buying necessities for families in need. His generosity reflects his belief that success means little if it isn't shared. Shaq's cultural impact is unparalleled. From popularizing nicknames like the Big Aristotle to his viral moments on social media, he has remained relevant and beloved long after his playing days. His ability to connect with people of all ages and backgrounds has made him a true icon. Shaquille O'Neal's legacy is defined by dominance. He changed the way the game was played, forcing teams to adapt to his overwhelming presence in the paint. His impact goes beyond the numbers, though his stats are staggering. Shaq finished his career with over 28,000 points, 13,000 rebounds, and 2,700 blocks, ranking among the all-time greats in multiple categories. But perhaps Shaq's greatest legacy is his personality. He brought joy and entertainment to the game, connecting with fans in a way few athletes ever have. Whether it was his playful trash talk, his infectious smile, or his sheer love for the game, Shaq was a once-in-a-lifetime figure. Shaquille O'Neal was more than just a basketball player. He was an unstoppable force, a cultural icon, and a champion in every sense of the word. From his dominant days in Orlando and Los Angeles to his leadership in Miami and beyond, Shaq's impact on the NBA is immeasurable. His legacy as the most dominant force in NBA history will forever be remembered, not just for the championships and accolades, but for the joy and inspiration he brought to the game.